Welcome to the Madness Explained YouTube channel, where we delve into the dark corners of true crime, cults, and significant historical events.
I'm Claire, and alongside me is Owen.
In each episode, we explore and dissect the complex narratives that challenge our perception of humanity or history.
Today, we're examining the enigmatic and chilling world of serial killers, sifting through the layers of evidence, breaking down the facts, and uncovering what lies beneath.
Join us as we navigate the depths of these serious matters and strive to illuminate the truth behind the madness. Let's dive right in. What drives a person to become a serial killer? This question probes the darkest corners of human psychology and societal influence.
Serial killers, known for their pattern of repeatedly killing over a period with cooling-off phases, evoke both intense fear and fascination.
Absolutely, Claire. The fear comes from their actions, but the fascination seems to stem from trying to understand the unfathomable. How someone can repeatedly commit such acts without remorse really shakes the core of what we consider human. Precisely. Now, serial killers are distinguished from other types of murderers by their unique pattern of offending. They typically murder 3 or more persons with a cooling-off period between each killing, unlike mass murderers who kill multiple victims in a brief one-time event. That distinction is crucial for law enforcement's profiling process, isn't it? It helps in understanding their psychological makeup, which is often complex and twisted by various factors. Indeed it is. Moving back in time, the concept of a serial killer isn't new. Historical records and myths from Cain and Abel to the legends of werewolves and witches hint at serial killing long before the modern term was coined. That historical perspective shows that, as a society, we've always tried to rationalize these behaviors with the means available at the time, be it through myths or medical science. Jack the Ripper, for example, really brought serial killers into the public eye as a modern phenomenon. Speaking of modern phenomena, let's talk about the psychology of these killers. Many exhibit extreme antisocial behavior, lack empathy, and show no remorse. Some are motivated by control or fantasies, while others might suffer from deeper psychological disorders like schizophrenia. The scary part is that these killers are often shaped by their environments as much as by any inherent psychological traits.
It's this interplay between nature and nurture that's so difficult to untangle, but crucial for preventing future cases.
Absolutely. And looking at this globally, serial killers aren't confined to any one region. They can be found across the globe. The media often focuses on those in the United States, but this is a worldwide issue with varying degrees of attention and law enforcement capabilities.
That global perspective really broadens the conversation, doesn't it? It's not just an American problem, but a human one. Also, breaking another stereotype, not all serial killers are male. About 15% are female, often employing less violent methods such as poisoning, which challenges many of our preconceived notions about these criminals.
It does challenge us, and that brings us to the societal fascination with serial killers. It's a mix of morbid curiosity and a desire to understand the darkest potentials of human nature. But how the media portrays them can sometimes amplify or even glamorize their mystique, which is problematic.
Yes, the role of media is pivotal and double-edged. It shapes our perceptions, but can also mislead them. This portrayal impacts how society views not just the killers, but also their victims and the circumstances that lead to such tragedies.
As we confront the darkness of serial killers, we don't just satisfy a morbid curiosity, but enhance our approaches to crime prevention and mental health awareness. It's about understanding and hopefully preventing, rather than just being horrified spectators.
Well said, Owen. Understanding the mind behind the madness offers us ways to better protect our society and intervene before these tendencies escalate into actions. It's about illumination, not just fear.
To delve deeper into the psychology of serial killers, we often see that their behavioral patterns are established early in life. Research has indicated the presence of the McDonald triad, animal cruelty, arson, and bedwetting beyond a typical age, as potential early warning signs in many cases.
It's fascinating, yet disturbing to think about these early indicators. It raises a big question. Could early intervention based on these signs prevent someone from becoming a serial killer? It's a sensitive area, balancing the need for early intervention against the stigma that could arise from false positives.
That's a valid concern. Moving on, advancements in technology have also transformed how we track and apprehend serial killers. DNA analysis, digital footprints, and even data mining have become crucial tools. For instance, the Golden State Killer was caught decades later through genetic genealogy.
The use of such technology really shows how far we've come from the days of relying solely on eyewitness accounts and rudimentary forensics. However, this raises ethical questions about privacy and the extent of surveillance society is willing to accept.
Absolutely, Claire. And speaking of societal roles, it's interesting to note the variance in serial killer activities across different cultures and how societal norms and values can influence the manifestation of serial killer behavior. For example, the notion of face and honor in Asian cultures might affect the methods and targets of serial killers in those societies.
That's a crucial insight. It underscores the need for a culturally aware approach to understanding and dealing with these crimes. Now, considering gender dynamics, while it's true that most serial killers are male, female serial killers often operate under the radar, using methods that are less detectable like poisoning, which historically has been seen as a woman's weapon.
Right, and the motivations can be quite different too. Female serial killers are less likely to kill for sexual gratification, which is more common in their male counterparts, and more likely to be motivated by gain or revenge.
On the cultural fascination front, our intrigue with serial killers is not just about fear, but also about understanding chaos and the limits of human morality. This fascination can be seen in the way serial killers are often mythologized in films and literature, turning them into almost legendary figures.
True. And this mythologization can be a double-edged sword. It helps draw public interest and can lead to useful dialogues about safety and psychology. But it also risks trivializing the real and serious nature of these killers' crimes against their victims.
Moreover, the ethical responsibility of media reporting comes into play. Sensationalizing these crimes can lead to copycat incidents or unnecessary public panic. It's crucial for media to strike a balance between reporting facts and not giving undue glory to the criminal acts.
To wrap up our discussion, understanding serial killers is not merely about unmasking the individuals, but also about reflecting on the societal structures and values that shape human behaviors. By studying these extreme cases, we can learn not only how to detect and prevent, but also how to better foster compassion and healthy psychological development in our communities.
Absolutely, Owen. This exploration, though dark, is necessary for shedding light on the shadows of the human psyche and helping us navigate a safer and more informed path forward in our society. Thanks for joining us on the Madness Explained YouTube channel. We hope today's episode has given you a deeper understanding of the dark world of serial killers. Please remember to subscribe and click the notification bell to stay updated on our latest discussions. If you have thoughts about the episode, drop them in the comments below. Until our next episode, stay informed and take care.